Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time y'all watching this. What's going on? It's Marquis Walker, man, aka Severe. And my co-host, what's up?
Juan Big Sexy Rodriguez. We're on episode number 33. Larry Bird, Boston fans. Since somebody wanted to do Magic last week, we're doing Larry Legend Bird. You know.
I was wondering, I'm like, yo, is he gonna say that lie? Because I know he's thinking about that Bird thing. You know, you want to bring the Boston in. That's all right, Boston bean time. Listen, I respect Larry Bird. I respect the Boston Celtics back then. They was going back and forth.
You see, you said Magic Johnson, so you gotta say Larry Legend Bird. You know what I mean? Because it's Irvin Magic Johnson. You know what I mean? So we gotta say Larry.
Here we go. Celtics fan. I hope Chuck ain't a Celtics fan either.
What's up, Chuck?
What's up, man?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Yes, I am a Celtics fan. Nah, you know me, man. I mean, other than football, I go for Boston. I mean, but Charles Barkley was my man growing up, so him and Dr. J.
Yeah, I was a Laker fan, man. It was Michael Kuba, socks up to the kneecaps, dog. Magic, Worthy.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But look at it this way, man. You got to remember. Okay, back then, Boston wasn't. The sports teams wasn't all of that. Celtics were the only ones that you can actually talk about. Celtics and maybe the Red Sox, give or take a year.
True.
Yeah.
So, there's not a lot of Pats fans, except for one person that we know.
Yeah.
That played Pats from day one. Bruins, I mean, hockey, only reason I watched hockey at the time was because of the fights, man. I'm not going to lie. I love seeing them dudes get blasted. And then baseball, that was my pop's first love. I mean, he was a Braves fan, but you also got to realize the Braves were started in Boston.
Yeah.
Hey, Warren, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
No problem, man.
All right.
No, that's true, Chuck. Because they used to be the Boston Braves before they became the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah. Like I said, my pops, he was a baseball fanatic. What the hell?
You know what I still got too, Chuck, in my box safe? Remember we went to the Bruins game, the Skybox joint?
Yeah. That was my first Bruins game, man.
Yeah, mine too.
That was my first Bruins game, and I appreciate it, man.
I don't even know where we got those tickets from.
Your pops got them for us.
Was it?
Yeah, your pops had got them because you got to remember, none of us was 21 at the time.
Oh, I don't remember what them tickets, but I still got the stub saved too. That's when Joe Jr. had a hat.
I probably still have my stub saved in one of my little curio boxes somewhere, man.
Yeah, because I seen it the other day. I was laughing. I was like, "Oh man!" And I put it right back in the box, and I didn't want to lose it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I mean, I still find stuff that we had, when we were teenagers. Comic books, even like we used to get like the first issue comic books, and they used to come with the card inside of it.
Yeah.
And I put those in the hard plastic, man. No joke. With the cardboard back and after.
Yeah, I was sitting too and going through some old photo books, and man, I was like, oh man, I gotta keep these hidden for now.
Well, I mean, you gotta bring them out one day. You gotta show the next generation what we look like when we were teenagers and youngsters.
Yeah. Uh-oh, who's this young lady here?
Hey.
Hello, welcome. And you are?
I'm Beth. Biggity Beth.
Well, welcome, Beth. I'm Juan. This is Chuck right here.
Chuck,
okay.
Charles, friends call me Chuck, but government is Charles.
Okay.
Well, welcome. What's going on with you? What's new with you?
Oh my goodness.
Hold on. Let me get ready. When a woman says that, let me buckle up the seatbelt.
No, I've just been making some progress. I'm out here fighting for, workers that work hard. Was able to just hire my first employee for my company. I'm diversifying my company.
Congratulations.
So we're going to talk about positive vibes here,
All right. What type of company? I'm curious now.
I have a renewable energy firm, and it's Renewable Renegades. That's the name of my company and everything. So
You go, girl. Oh, snap.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How long has it been in the works for you?
I've been in the energy sector for 7 years, and it's actually a year that I've been in renewable energy. I'm also a certified green infrastructure practitioner. I think I might be the only Afro-Latina with that certification in my state of Massachusetts. Less than 600 people with that certification. So I'm really I'm really trying to, get us more involved in the renewable energy industry, because I want to see, when I go to meetings, when I go to networking events, I want to see more people that look like us in a room. And usually that hasn't been the case.
So what do you focus more on? Solar or like wind or hydro?
One of my focuses is solar. However, one of the things I'm working on right now is how blockchain technology and coding can actually make renewable energy, whether it's wind or solar, more efficient, and how people that don't have houses can still make a difference and invest in a renewable energy market to make it available to all. So those are the two things my firm is working on right now.
Okay. I checked that on the blockchain and I have a background in computers and technology, but I work in
Nice.
science. I work in the chemistry sector at the moment. I did that. I went to college for computers and stuff, but blockchain. I just started doing my research on it. Reading books, podcasts and whatnot. Trying to get a better understanding of it for myself personally, and so I can pass it on to my 2 young sons, and hopefully on to my nephews and great nephews and whatnot.
Yes, it's definitely where it's at. And then, I've just been collaborating I'm a part of Black Girl Ventures. There's Black Man Ventures, if you're, Black and brown. So there's a lot of great positive things out here and organizations out here that are helping people that look like you and I, get the bag. If we need coaching, if we need, to build our skill set in certain areas, there's a lot of help out here for us that maybe a lot of people might not know about.
Okay.
Hey, Beth.
Hey, Marquis. Thank you. I just want to give a big shout out to my boy Marquis over here doing big things. I thank you for the invite. I'm most appreciative of it.
Whoa. Hold on a second. Me and Chuck did not get that type of hello. What's up with that?
I'm just it's all about edification.
Nah, listen, I get jealous.
You good. You are good.
I would have done you had invited me on the cast. I would have done it too. I'm telling you.
I didn't get that super.
Nah.
Hey, Marquis with the wave, and I just say hello. I'm like, damn, that's it.
Nah, she's cool. She came on. She came on. She said what what she was about and whatnot. I mean, I totally dig what she said she was about, man. Like she said, she was the first Afro Latina and whatnot. So hey.
Now, Beth of all trades, she's the only woman that got into the boys club when we were doing men's night for entrepreneurs and stuff like that. She's the only one that got in. She got in, and she was a speaker, and she did very well talking about the subjects and the matters that she had. She was an expert on at the time. So thanks, Beth.
You're welcome. Thank you. I'm all about sharing is caring, and there's enough money out here for everyone.
Yeah, and she's very knowledgeable of getting additional income legally. So
definitely
don't make it sound like we're a bunch of criminals, dude. We ain't no bunch of criminals. I mean, hey, whatever was in the past was the past, bro.
Yeah, jail kind of scares me. I ain't trying to get pimped out for a cart in the Newports. Nope, not me.
Man, they about to ban Newport in the United States, period, man.
What?
Yeah, man, they talking about banning menthol flavored tobacco in the U.S., man.
Yeah, because it's targeted to Black and brown people. It's specifically marketed to people that look like you and I.
Yeah, but I mean, it's targeted towards us. But I know a whole lot of that is not Black and brown. That's the first thing they get, either that or the Marlboro
Marlboros,
menthols.
yep.
See, I don't smoke cigarettes, so to me, this is brand new to me.
Well, I mean, I didn't smoke neither. I seen my pops. He used to smoke the cowboy, the Marlboro Red, the Cowboy Killers. And then, you had like the advertisement for Cools and Virginia Slims and all this other stuff in my neighborhood. So, and everybody smoked Newports or Cools or whatever, Winston's.
It was Newports on the block for me, man. When you was little,
Newport.
Yep. You were able to buy cigarettes for your mother when you were little with a note.
Yeah, that was back in the day. You had to go there with a
I
note
remember
too.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that 7:30 a.m. going to the corner store, getting a pack of Newports from my mom's with the note. Long as I got me a bag of chips and the juice, I didn't even say nothing. Didn't bother me.
I hear you. So Beth, just so you know, this is one of the shows that just catching up, and we're just talking about issues that are on everyone's minds. It could be things that are relevant to you or things that are relevant to the world. I'm gonna start off. I don't know. Recently, I don't know if you guys know who DJ Quik is. He's a producer and he's a rapper. And he's just a great musician, right? So I guess and he did an Instagram video and he burns a death row royalty check, and they owe him money, and he's saying a lot of other people owe him money. He wants his respect because a lot of people didn't give him his flowers while he's alive, and they're not giving him his royalties or the money or the credit on those projects or those albums or those songs. He started naming a lot of people. I mean, Kendrick Lamar, he named a lot of people, man, that he did stuff for. And he's not like trying to diss them and stuff. He's just saying, hey, man, I just want my props. I'm just as good as blah, blah. Like, I think he's better than Dr. Dre. What do you guys think about just the whole aspect of the industry and, I guess taking advantage of people again and people not getting their money and their just dues? And, do you think DJ Quik is better than Dr. Dre?
Well, the way I look at it is like this: industry-wide, everyone gets taken advantage of, except if you got your own company or you're close to someone who has their own company that it's like family, where they're not gonna even though sometimes family will get you too. That's not gonna get you bend you over, as I say.
Yeah.
But to me, yeah, DJ Quik is better because all Dr. Dre is sample some beats. He just knows how to put them together. He can't really rhyme because we all know a lot of people wrote for him. So that's my personal opinion.
Yeah. What about you, Chuck?
Well, I mean, like I'm gonna piggyback off of what Red said. I mean, the industry, it's basically it's a leech, man. I mean, these guys, females and whatnot out here, they're using their talents to make money, whereas and also the type of contract that these people are signing, because they might not be getting any money from this, from the distribution. Now you got streaming. I mean, and the thing about it, a lot of these cats, they're not reading these contracts, or they don't have the right people in their corner. Whereas, even if it's mom and dad, grandmom or whoever, the only thing they're looking for is, just looking for them dollar signs, man. They don't care too much about that person. It's just another paycheck to them.
Beth?
Honestly, DJ Quik has produced so many banging songs. However, I do have to say this, it's still a business, and he needs to get his respect. He needs to get his money, but I hope he had airtight contracts. I hope he had an attorney look over these contracts and things like this. Because as we all know, the music industry, all these industries are very dodgy. And if you don't have someone protecting your interests, no one's gonna protect them except you and your legal team. And Dre made some good investments and now he's profited off of that. But however, he really should have had the legal groundwork to go after these music companies for these royalties. And if he did, why isn't he pursuing those avenues?
Yeah. When I first heard this story, first of all, I'm a huge DJ Quik fan, and you guys know I'm all about the hip hop, whatever, right? Don't stop. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like I love this genre of music, and I always believed, just like musically, DJ Quik was, if you had to like equal Dre, they used to always compare him and Dre for some reason. I don't know why, the industry. But I always would say, Quik outranked him because he did, full production. Most of the full production, Dre had a lot of help with him, and for production and writing lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So, and Quik wrote his own lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And Quik got more classic albums than Dre, and he works on like with El DeBarge. He worked with Kendrick Lamar. He worked with like all these other legends and made hits too. So I mean, I don't know. So DJ Quik on that one, I was like, okay, yeah. But then like on the the royalty thing, I think the business they've been like y'all said, contracts, man. Paperwork is key. You got to know what you're signing, know what you're getting into, know what you're getting yourself into, know what you're getting. You be signing your kid over, your next kid over. You know what I mean? We make that joke, but those contracts could say that. You never know. Just you gotta read those contracts. Get lawyers if you have to. Get somebody that understands that language, and that's how I feel about it. So
what the hell are you eating, man?
Great. You got no more on that subject? Anybody else want to do? Somebody got a subject? Or you want to keep talking about that?
And he burned the check. What?
He burned the royalty check.
What's wrong with him? He must not need money.
It probably was like 2 cents. I don't know what it was. It wasn't a lot of money. If he's gonna burn it.
Did you see the amount on it?
I couldn't see. I needed my glasses. I'm getting old.
Oh shit, man! You better have them ready to stand by, man.
But I mean, no checks.
I mean, hey,
we need.
I mean, it could have been an avoided check, man. He burned or something. Don't know. I mean, but like somebody said, I'm not burning no checks.
Well, it depends. If you're in a good place where it seems that he is, and the check might be, it could be $2,000-$3,000, which to him might be like 2 or 3 cents to us, because we don't know what his income status or his net worth is. So and he's probably just sending out a message to the younger people coming up in the street, letting them know, hey, you need to get your act together before what happened to me could also happen to you.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of cats that's been putting that message out for years, man. I mean, from let's see, LL with Def Jam and Rick Rubin, even old boy Vinny from Naughty by Nature. He even said something about that, man. Not reading these contracts, not having the right people in your corner, man. Basically, man. And then. Okay, where they got it when you got multiple people in the group, you're dividing the money up. So say like, they getting 50 cents per album or whatever, or per song or whatever, man. You got to split that 3, 4, and like Wu-Tang, you got to split like what 20, 25 people and shit. Like, come on.
The Wu-Tang is deep, man.
They got brothers, deep, man. I mean, you got so many people in the background that you don't even see them. But I mean, dude, you got old boy, running to get the pizzas and the 40 ounces and whatnot. I'm getting the Gosh Vegas and whatnot. So you don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I think it's good though. No, let me cut you off. No. I think it's good that we're talking about it. It doesn't have to be for the music industry. It could just be in regular life, depending what job field you're in and stuff. Or like Beth, who started her own contract, I'm sure she got her ducks in the order. Seems, legal team.
Yep. I got a contracts attorney. I sure do.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You want to inform a guy like me, that like those books, dummies for, so can you dummy it down for me and explain it to me, like what's the best procedure to inform not only myself but the viewers?
Well, I mean, any industry you're in, you really want to have a team. Like you want someone that specializes in contracts, because a lot of people just think an attorney, can represent you, criminal defense, family law, but there are attorneys that specialize in startups. There are attorneys that specialize in certain industry. There are actually an entertainment attorney used to be the former chief attorney for BET. And so in my industry, there are actually attorneys that specialize in renewable energy. So whatever industry you're in, there are people, that specialize it. You're going to want to have them explain things to you, because everything is written in legalese, as I call it, and it's really trying to confuse you. And as my attorney has explained to me, it's written that way to kind of confuse people, and you need someone to dissect certain things. So you might think it's too expensive if you're paying $100, $200, or $300, but not paying that every time you have someone either drop a contract, you think you could drop a contract on your own, or look at a contract, can cost you thousands, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in the long run. So you have to invest in yourself and protect yourself too.
Okay. That's what's up. Now, and I'm going to use you just an example, if you don't mind. Now, in your field, where do you look for your lawyer? Like, did you went to Google, or did you go by word of mouth, or did somebody introduce you to this to your legal team?
I actually used a colleague of mine. She referred me from Black Girl Ventures to an attorney in DC. And I also did some of my own research as well. And there's actually a law firm that practices law in my area that also specializes in renewable energy too. And so that's basically, I did my own research, but I also asked around about who do you know who is in this industry. I wanted to work with preferably someone of color and preferably a woman. And I asked for referrals.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Learned something new here today.
Always.
It's like Mark says, you want that great circle to help you grow and move up in the world.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, but Kobe's daughter would have been 15 on May 1st. And it was, reminding everybody though. So, RIP to Gianni Bryant. You know what I'm saying? And Kobe Bryant and everyone else that was in a helicopter crash, Sorry to bring it down a little bit, but I had to.
No, that's good. That's
no.
good.
I mean, I seen that yesterday, man, and it's crazy. I mean, she didn't even get to see her 15th birthday, man. So
it's tough.
It's crazy, man. I mean, we know a lot of folks that didn't get a chance to see those special birthdays and whatnot, man.
Yeah, throughout the years, a
lot of cats, man. A lot of cats and kittens.
Yeah, that's right.
You gotta put the ladies in there, man. I got one thing, man. Okay, it was, the other day I happened to be coming home from work, right? And you know how we grew up in the hood, and a lot of people didn't talk to us about business savvy things, right? So I seen this young brother, man. He got on about 5 or 6 millionaires on, right? I'm channeling into my sweet pea from Baby Boy. Hello,
sincere.
And I asked the young man. I said, I have a question. Do you invest? He was like, no, why? I said, because what you have on right now, man, if you was to invest into those companies, they will be paying for those sneakers, headsets, the shirt, even the glasses you got on. He was like, "What do you mean?" So I broke it down to him. I told him how. Now I like wearing Nikes, but I mean, you can't be from Boston if you never had a pair of Adidas. You can't represent the hood if you never had on a pair. Like they said, 3 for the stripes, man. But I told him, I said, you know what? I showed him a podcast. I said, listen to this podcast and go check this book out. Right? He was just looking at me. So 5 minutes went by. I guess he must have went on YouTube and listened to the before he got off the train. He gave me that, man. I'm not shaking nobody's hand nowadays. I give you the elbow or the head nod and keep it moving. So you know what?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I ran it. I seen this young man on Friday. On my way home. He was grinning ear to ear. He was schooling the next person to him with the same thing I was telling him.
Okay.
So, I did. That's just something. Just something that I like doing, man. I mean, I'm doing that now because, like I said, we didn't have people like that coming to us. I mean, yeah, we seen what we seen on Blue Ave and down Dudley and Chinatown, but them dudes weren't coming up to us telling us how to do certain things. Well, other than keep your woman in check and whatnot, but that's not me. That's not me.
No, but Chuck, you know why we started this podcast, man? One, I mean,
yeah, I know.
Get that stuff out there, information out there, or obtain information. Have people like Beth on to share information. We share information. She share information. We all share information. We got to build our circle, and then communicate, man. That's all that is, man.
Because I mean, my thing is about reading. Educate yourself, man. I mean, don't just believe what you see and hear on TV, man. Do your research, man. Read about it.
True.
Because there's always false information out there. Because I mean, look at the news. You got Fox, CNN, NBC, and whatever. Everybody has a different story.
Yeah, I agree with that. Sometimes I call them the mainstream media because they just straight up lie sometimes. I'm like, they're lying.
They be lying.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
They be lying on the color of the sun, the color of the moon. You be like, what? Like, you like, come on, man. I can see right now. And it be in your face. They still lie to you. It's ridiculous how they do it. Or they just, twist the truth,
Yeah, but then you got some people that don't, they don't believe in it. They just mindless. They just program to what the person's saying. And I tell you the truth, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off sometimes. When I see somebody that's supposed to be educated or whatever, or, as they say, woke, saying some BS that you just want to reach through the computer screen or the phone, slap them around, right quick and whatnot, or just shake the shit out of them, like your moms used to do to you back in the day when when you didn't want to listen, they just shake the shit out of you just to wake you up. But my thing is all about reading. That's me.
Reading is not reasonable. I asked this question. We're gonna flip it to a little lighter subject. We can go right back to anything y'all want to talk about after this. But do you guys celebrate anniversaries? And if you guys do you guys exchange gifts? Let's start off with Beth. She's the lady.
You damn right I celebrate anniversaries. You better celebrate them. Okay.
She said, damn right.
If you don't want to be like when I was married, you want to be single, just forget an anniversary. That's all I have to say. Okay. But are we talking about like wedding anniversaries, dating anniversaries, death anniversaries? Like, what are we talking about here?
Everything.
I celebrate.
Okay, you do.
Mm-hmm.
And so, do you exchange gifts? The next question was the gifts. Like, do you do the gifts? You expect a gift? Like, what do you?
It depends on the situation and what type of anniversary it is. Sometimes it could be a donation. Sometimes, you know, like if it's like Valentine's Day or Mother's Day like that, maybe I just want a nice home cooked meal or whatever. But I don't, I like gifts. I like vacations. I like money. Um, those are the type of gifts I like. I'm high maintenance. But I say bougie on a budget. That's how I am. And that's what I expect. But I don't do I'll do Christmas, but I do birthdays because I have such a big family. I'd be broke. So, but I do birthdays, but not Christmas, though.
What about you, Juan?
I used to do celebrations, but when I was married, it seemed it was a one-way street. You know, I was the one buying stuff, giving gift, and I didn't get nothing in return. And don't take this the wrong way. I don't want to offend nobody, but I could call her and put on the phone, and I used to tell her, I don't want your crusty panties. I actually want a gift. You know what I mean? That's what
You're
I,
right. I feel you on that. It should be reciprocated.
and yeah, because I used to be like, man, I'm buying all this. Again, don't want to offend nobody. These purses and shoes that mostly sit in the closet. I don't remember half of them even being worn. And I'm like, damn, I can't even get a stupid postcard. Like, damn, not even like a burnt steak or something. You know, it's like, hey, let's go out to dinner. You know, like, so that's why going forward, when my time comes again to be in a serious relationship, I'm gonna let it be known, hey, listen, I don't celebrate nothing. The only thing I celebrate now is my freedom, aka my divorce. But that's just me.
Yo, Juan said, Sean said, angry Juan. Oh man, what about you, Chuck?
I mean, I'm about to be 2 years married and whatnot, but we've been together 13 years. But I mean, yeah, I mean, anniversary, seeing as the COVID was whatnot, we didn't get opportunity to do what we wanted to do, but still made something special. I mean, took her out. Valentine's Day, hey, you get a card. I know she likes some of the chocolates and stuff. When I got her an edible arrangement, I mean, it's something that I know she, food. I mean, shit, if she don't eat it, though, I know one of the boys will eat it. Birthday, I mean, like I said, take her out to dinner. I mean, usually when it's my birthday, something happens, somebody passes away, so you got to go to a funeral or somebody sick as a dog. But I mean, you know what? It doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
doesn't bother me anymore, man. Tell you the truth, man.
You said death doesn't bother you anymore?
No, not the death.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying, like when my birthday comes around or whatever, or even Father's Day, I'm out on the grill, man. I'm outside on the grill, sweating.
Oh, see, Father's Day,
No.
I had marinated this nice rack of lamb, indirectly grilled it since 6 o'clock in the morning. Nah, father shouldn't be cooking on Father's Day.
Can you write me a note, please?
Okay. I always call Father's Day Mother's Day Part 2 because I never got to do what I really wanted. You know what they used to tell me when I was married? Hey, you know what? We should go out to dinner. I don't want to go out to dinner. I don't want to. I just want to sit here and let me be. But somehow ended up being, again, I don't want to sound like I'm woman bashing, like Sean say, angry. Mother's Day Part 2 in my book.
But we do exchange Christmas gifts and whatever. I mean, I got two boys. We got two boys, not just I. So, get whatever, something that I know she, that she likes. Go get her some shoes, get her some earrings or whatever. She likes jewelry, or go get her pajamas or something. I mean, it's nothing big. I mean, I'm not gonna break the bank, but you know what? Hey, whatever keeps her happy. But I've been in situations where I wanted to say F you big time, but I just went about my business, man. back when before I got married and whatnot, before I met my kid's mother. You know how I was, Mark. I used to tell her. I used to tell them every which way on the Sunday.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. You did. Yo, so shout out to Jeffrey Lopez, man, and the family, man. This is my boy from Dartmouth, Mass. You know what I'm saying? Shout him out. And he's shouting out to the chat room too. So shout him out. That's my man, baby.
I will say this for all of y'all ladies that are in heterosexual relationships, when you celebrate your man when he does those sweet things that he didn't need to do and he has your back, what will keep him eating out of your hand is just surprising him with treating him to dinner. Well, you just did this for me. And, I was having a really rough week or a really rough day at work. And you have my back, you just listen, and I just want to show you that I appreciate you. Things like that will keep your man eating out of your hand, figuratively speaking. I will say that though,
When your book come out?
Oh my goodness. It's in the works.
Chuck.
It's in the works. It's in the works. It's in the works.
I mean, Beth, it's too late for me because I already got my freedom papers. I got released.
Nah, it's never too late for you, brother, man. It's never too late for you, man.
Listen,
never too late for you, man.
I mean, I could even say it. Sometimes we weren't taught what a non-toxic relationship was or what a good relationship was. I luckily have had examples of Black love, good Black love. I have also had bad examples, but I also had the good examples, and I concentrated on the good examples before I got married. Even when I would bring a fiance around to the family, they would, they was my aunt and uncle. They've been married over 30 years. They would say the kids are going to try to pit you against each other. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. I've seen them through the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I've seen positive examples of Black and brown love. And I think sometimes we haven't had those. And that, we could choose to learn. You don't always have to see an example. You could choose to learn on your own time and develop yourself personally, but we're with someone that doesn't know about these things. And it just doesn't help, the relationship suffers because of it.
I'll give it another chance when I'm like 85, 90.
Dude, please.
I'm being honest. You think I'm lying? Mark, tell him, boy, listen here.
Everyone isn't for everybody, and I've actually declined a lot of dates just because I knew psychologically, emotionally, mentally, intellectually that we were just going to clash and we just weren't on the same level. And so I'm fine being single until I meet that person that we both complement each other and we're on the same levels. And some people are just willing to be with just anybody just because they don't want to be alone and deal with all the BS that comes with it too. And I feel that's another issue too.
It's like this, man. You ever got in an argument on a date? Whereas, they didn't like the way you ordered something. And I'm like, it's not going in your body, it's going into mine. Why are you worrying about that?
Yo, and I wouldn't go on another date.
I left at the restaurant. I said, I'll be right back and go to the bathroom. Paid the bill.
Oh, you paid the bill?
Mark, you know me, man. I'm not the dining ditch, man. I'm not the dining ditch, man. I got a conscience, man. I know my moms, I know my pops and my, all my ancestors to be busting my ass while I'm asleep. Getting in my head. Nah. I paid the bill. I paid the bill. Jumped in my Camry and headed on back to the hood.
And that's another thing I have. Maybe Beth could give us an insight. Why is it, now everything's trying to be quality. Why is it when people still go on dates, men and women, why does the woman still hesitate to pick up the bill? it's okay now to, hey, you know what?
Mm.
Why?
Honestly,
Yes.
we make less money than y'all. We still making 60 cents on the dollar compared to other people. And even though it's about equality, there's still it's still chivalry out here.
No, I understand that part, but but you hear some of these same women that be like, I'm independent, I don't need a man or anything. But when you're out on a date, they act like they don't see the bill on the table, but yet they want to order the most expensive stuff, not knowing what the situation is for that gentleman, his finances.
You will see that was your mistake in the first place. Whoever asked whoever out, I feel should pick up the tab, whether you're a man or a woman, if we're talking about heterosexual relationships. But you also need to invite someone to a restaurant that's within your budget.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm on my budget all the time. Is Wendy's
dollar menu all the way.
big
Yep, dollar
McDonald's,
bill, y'all.
yep, Burger King. Those places. We could do that all day, every day. Just nothing, no biggie
I ain't
size or
going to
nothing,
no
baby.
Burger King dates, no dollar menu dates. You can't, like, if I make a certain amount of money, I'm not trying to date somebody that works at McDonald's and makes $10, $13 an hour. If I make 6 figures or 7 figures or 8 figures, I'm not trying to, do you own the McDonald's? Like, you
That's the
also
thing.
got a date within.
Now, what if they started out working at the McDonald's, right? Like Calvin, and now Calvin's the manager. Then 2 years later, Calvin's the owner.
Yeah, that's good for Calvin. Calvin's an owner. I can say this from personal experience. I've dated 2 men that made less money than me because my girls are like, Beth, why you being bougie? You acting like a gold digger. And it just didn't work out. I tried to give it a chance. I tried it before. I honestly feel it just didn't work out. And it's also the mindset thing too. We all know that Kanye West song, but what can I say?
Yeah, no, listen,
I'm
I
sorry.
could have all the money in the world. I'm still taking you to McDonald's or Burger King.
I'm celebrating being a good father.
The only thing I eat from McDonald's is fries.
Look at that
So
down
you
there.
know
Look
what?
at
You're gonna
that.
be full of fries.
See, sincere. Yeah. They don't like when women pay. I don't know them. She's like, can I find them?
Hey,
listen, all day, every day with me now.
I ain't offended by the woman paying. I ain't offended by a woman paying. Hey,
Yep.
And I will get the tomahawk steak.
I'm a pretty cheap date. I don't drink alcohol. A lot of times I'm vegan. The most I'm like pescatarian usually. So, but, I also, I ask guys, oh, what did you have in mind of taking me? And I judge them just based on where they're trying to take me on a date.
Man, you shouldn't ask your brother that, man. Brother mess around and say White Castle or the Swiss Chalet.
I don't think even the guys that made less money than me, they've never asked about a dollar menu, And what a lot of men
that was a joke. That was a joke, love. That was a joke.
Oh, it's really not though. It's really not. Like I had one of my friends from college. He was like Beth. He was working his way through school, paying his rent, working his way. He's like, I like this girl. I really, really like her, but I don't have a lot of money. What should I do? I said, get you a blanket, a picnic basket. He worked at Trader Joe's, so I think got like a 20% discount. I said, get you a little $3 bottle of wine, get you some cheese, get you some strawberries. And I said, just take her to sit in the park, go to Boston Common, feed her them berries and talk about, what you want to do with yourself in the future. He's married to her right now. And I told him about, look at Marquis. I told him about, man. They got free passes. If you have a library card, you get free passes to a lot of these museums in Boston. She was bragging around to her friends, oh, this is the most romantic, cultured man I've ever dated. You don't have to spend a lot of money to make a good impression with a woman, or vice versa.
So you wouldn't be offended if her brother broke out a 2-for-1 coupon?
Oh no! I've had a guy take me to a very fancy restaurant with a Groupon, and I didn't mind.
No, I said Groupon. I said coupon. I ain't said Groupon. I said coupon. Break it out.
I don't
It said
mind.
2 for 10. Really?
No, I don't.
I think I got a brother for you.
But I don't eat. I don't, like I said, I at McDonald's, the only thing I eat is the fries and I drink the coffee. And I really shouldn't be eating those fries because they're like genetically modified. But I try to eat healthier stuff. I try to support. I went to Zaz. I supported my Black owned business. So, I want to know where my food's coming from. So certain places I don't even like to eat, certain things I can't eat. I have dietary restrictions. So I can't frequent those establishments anyways. I think like the only thing I can eat in McDonald's is the fries and drink the coffee, to be honest with you, because of what I can and can't eat.
Dang.
I don't eat McDonald's.
I haven't ate fast food in a while. I ain't gonna lie, I did eat Burger King recently, but it was the what's that burger?
The Impossible Burger.
The Impossible Burger. I love the Impossible Burger.
It's salty.
I never tried it, man.
I might try it once a month because it is salty though. So I try. Maybe I do one.
I think that's the way you made it. They make it over there because I have that in my freezer. I got that in my freezer. So it's not salty when I make it. That's probably what they're adding to their stuff.
Well, where they getting their patties from? You know where they're getting their patties from, or you buying them from the supermarket like that?
I got mine from Costco when they were on sale. I get them and they're shaped in patties, so I buy them on sale, and it's not really salty. Like if I want salt, I gotta put some adobo or something on it, or some seasoning salt, but it's not very salty. So it's probably whatever they're making it specifically for Burger King. There's sodium in all that fast food.
Oh yeah,
even got sodium in the bread too.
You don't really spend a lot of money. It's about the effort and the time spent.
Exactly, Sincere.
That's I understand where Sincere is coming from. You're right, but there are some women out there that, if you pull up in say for instance, like I had a Camry, nice, always clean and whatever. Chick told me she couldn't date me because I drove a Camry. I'm like, okay, but what are you driving? Oh, okay. So you driving? What are you driving? Them size 7 feet? No problem. You got
driving that mouth.
You got that pass. The mouth was garbage.
Yeah, no, that's true. Sometimes just what you have could get you what your ultimate goal is. Quick.
I'm talking about that mouth. Yeah, go ahead.
Because Mark, you remember I used to tell people all the time, 99% of my G was me just pulling up in my car. Remember? I didn't have to really say much. I used to just pull up to a girl, come here, let me get the number and drive off.
That's it.
That's crazy. Because if I see you got an expensive car, I'm like, can he afford this? What type of investments does he have? It makes me want to ask more questions. Like I have my own company and I have my own business. However, I don't like to spend more than $30 for a pair of shoes. I drive a Toyota Corolla that I'm actually in the process of selling, and I pay for it in cash. Like if I see somebody that's too flashy, I'm like, are their investments paying for this car, or are they paying for this car? Are they working for the money, or are they making their money work for them? So that makes me question. I got to see where somebody's mindset is. You got a flashy car. It depends on the woman. But I heard, I think it's Killer Mike's wife. He wanted to get a flashy car, and she told him to take that money and invest it in some property.
Yep.
$250,000. And the property is, I think what? I think he said it's like 800 million now, or something like that.
Something ridiculous, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's
so that's my mindset.
But see, that's a team. Not everybody's that way. That's the thing. You got to find somebody that treats you that way, or has that right frame of mind.
Mm-hmm.
True. Yeah, that's good opinions, man. Yeah, one.
I know. I'm glad to have a female here, Beth. Give us the woman's perspective, because it is difficult sometimes to ask these questions when it's just all men, because it might sound like we're man bash, like we're woman bashing, but we're not. But this is just like, for me personally, it's like, well, these are the questions and my concerns that I have. Sometimes I don't say it because I don't want to sound like I'm bashing women.
I don't take it that way. It's just I'll just give it to y'all. My therapist is a man, and I'm like, you know what? When I talk about this, because I am in the dating realm, I'm like, I'm not bashing all men. When I said these men, he's like, yeah, I get it. I don't take it personally, and I see it the same way. But women need to listen when men bring up these issues, and I even have some women in my own family. I call them opportunists. They drink opportunists, trip opportunists, clothes opportunists, bag opportunists, car opportunists, and they're not interested in the man and in a relationship, or even they interested in whatever gets them money, clothes, alcohol, weed, whatever. Like that's all they care about. And then it's like and then it's like these good men, you take advantage of them. And then these bad men, you want to complain about them. It's like, be real. If you're not interested in a guy, don't just keep using him just because he wants to take you out or he wants to take you shopping, because that's just not good. It gives us women a bad name. And a lot of men are like, man, why are y'all women like this? But then I also have to say, if you're attracting women, like if you're attracting the same type of people, you also have to look inside yourself, because there's a reason why you're attracting them and you date them and they're attracted to you. And that sometimes gets lost too.
True. You do gotta look at yourself as well. Like I've been in, I'm in a 2-year relationship now, but previous to this one, yeah, man, it was tough. It's a tough ride, man. And I used to always blame them, point at them. But then I had to say, oh man, I had to like do the Michael Jackson, man in the mirror joint. You know what I'm saying? Listen to that record a couple of times and then do a moonwalk and figure it out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then when you do, go back and apologize. You know what I'm saying? And mend those relationships, and if you can, because to be honest with you, I don't have none of my ex-girlfriends are enemies. We all cool. I could see them. They give me dap and we'll talk about the family and the kids and stuff like that. So mend those relationships. That's what I would say for that. Anybody?
Whose motorcycle is that?
That ain't over here.
That's over here. It's over here. It's just loud. It's in Brockton, man. Brockton get a little loud.
Boogie down.
I thought it was maybe Beth, maybe she was buying a bike or two, somebody was test driving it for her. She big bone over there,
I'm in the market for a little Vespa now.
Oh, getting a Vespa.
A used one though.
Wow.
I don't like to buy anything new. Most of the stuff I like to buy used, especially cars, vehicles.
Yep. Thank you for saying that. Is Sincere still here? Yeah. She ain't here now. Where she go? Trying to get a new car.
I'm gonna be honest. Me being a car guy, I love when people buy new cars, and two things is gonna happen. They can't afford them. They're gonna turn it in, which will bring down the price by half, or because they don't want bad credit or something, they're gonna crash it. And guys like me even love it even more because I could get a pennies on the dollar and fix it and move it forward. So I do appreciate you people that buy new cars, especially those who can't afford it. Please continue.
Yeah, well, you're right, man. Like, so what would you buy, Chuck? You ever buy a new car, Chuck?
Have I ever bought a new car?
Yeah.
Nah. Most every one of the cars I had was it was new to me, but it wasn't new. A Camry, I got that right after I came home from the service. My mother's friend took me to the dealership. I seen it and I'm like, yo, I'm test driving it. And I'm like, I want it. Because it was 4-door. I can go pick up the fellas and whatever. So, take my little brother places where he used to take my car when I'd be asleep. But I'm not stupid. I know how much gas I had in my car, and I know the miles I had on it when I went in the house. So, but it was new to me. It was new to me, regardless of the fact if it was brand new or off the assembly line. But as I get older, whatever I can afford. Because it's like this, I'm not trying to impress nobody. And even if I did have that type of money, right? Yeah, you might see a nice car sitting in the driveway or in front of the house, but you best to believe I'm driving a hoopty or something to knock around with.
I
Because
don't know.
people can't drive.
I
People
always got
can't
used.
drive.
Yeah, I always got used cars. I never got a new car. I mean, eventually, if I can afford one, I will. Like I do. I live by my budget, man. I budget. I invest. I try to create passive income. I teach. I learn. I mean, that's why we're doing this, man. That's why we're doing. That's why we're here today, and that's why we do this every Sunday at 6 p.m., man. We discuss things like this, and we share information. We have experts on, and we do this. And Beth's an expert in life. She's an expert in everything, right? So no, seriously, Beth of all trades, man. She is. She's one of my people's in my circle of intellect and prosperity. You know what I'm saying? So she's in that circle. When I say who's in my circle, Beth is, Chuck is, Juan is, you know what I'm saying? You guys are in my circle, man. So you know what I'm saying? So shout out to the circle, man, learning and teaching and stuff like that, yo. So it's coming down.
Goodness.
It's coming down to the end of the show. You guys know what we do, right? Y'all know what we do. We promote, and we promote. We say something positive. I'm gonna start off with Chuck. Give us some promote. If you got something to promote, man. And
The only thing I got to promote, the missus, she started a bracelet line. Started out as one of the boys' school project. I guess she took a liking to it. New Creation 21. She makes them by hand herself. I asked her if she wanted any help. She told me, go sit my ass down somewhere. Go watch ESPN or whatever I do. So that's the only thing I got to promote. But my thing is, one thing I got to say is there's nothing like having your own. Nothing like having your own. Whether it's the house, car, hey, your own business, man. It's nothing like having your own because nobody can tell you, or you got to get up and get the hell out.
True.
Because they tired of you. And read. And read, man. I'm gonna keep banging that in your head. Read, research. Because it's like this, just because your body gets old. I mean, yeah, we breaking down. The mind doesn't. The mind has to stay sharp. So why not pick up a book? I mean, listen to a podcast. Talk to somebody. Tell them your life. Well, I'm not saying don't tell them your whole life experience, but tell them something. Something that might pick them up. Might give them a joke, give them a kick in the ass or something.
Yeah.
So, I'm like that with my nephews all the time.
How they doing? How's everybody doing? Chuck, the family, everybody.
Everybody's good. Everybody's good. All the nephews are grown men. Minus one. Everybody else is 21 or above.
No, that's what's up.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing I got to promote, man.
Hey, we appreciate your company, man. Chuck is a co-host, man, of the Passive Podcast, man. He's always on here. Give us some laughs.
I'm just a black man in the back, yo.
And some information, man. We love you, Chuck, man. All right, man. Appreciate it, man.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good week, man.
All right, later, Chuck.
All right, brother.
Have a good evening, ma'am.
Beth, she ain't listening.
I'm listening. See,
he said bye. Well, he was saying bye to you. So, yeah, this is the part of the show. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you coming by. So you promote, and we're gonna also promote your stuff in the description as well. So, and then just say whatever you want to say, Instagram, handles or whatever you want to do, and then say something positive if you could,
Okay, so Big Sexy, you up with me?
You up, ladies first.
Okay, so what I'm gonna promote is I'm the executive director of an organization called Boston Independent Drivers Guild, and Uber and Lyft have introduced a bill that is going to take away drivers' rights. And I've, got my hustle on part-time, and so hasn't Marquis. I was able to bootstrap my company by using Uber and Lyft income, the income I made from it. And now they're trying to basically take away all drivers' rights. So I posted in the link I'm about to put in YouTube, it's a link, and I want people, whether you're a driver or you just support drivers, I'm sure we know everybody, that we know at least one person in our family or our friend that does rideshare part-time. And we like hopefully you like your Uber and Lyft drivers. Let's say hopefully you would. But, they keep America going. They were part of the essential workers, and Uber and Lyft are just taking more and more and more. You're getting charged more, but the drivers are getting left behind. The drivers are getting less and less. I will say this, due to the pandemic, some of the drivers have shared with me, they haven't made this amount of money in years, but that's because a lot of drivers aren't driving. And so that's why they're making record profits now, the drivers. And I said, well, what's going to happen when, things go back to normal and it's going to be oversaturated? So my positive thing is that, we the people do have power in numbers if we stick together, and let's stand up for our rights and support our hardworking Uber and Lyft drivers. And that's basically all I have to say. And thank you for having me on the show.
I did share the your stuff on in the thing description, and I put it in the chat. I put it in the so they can link for the Uber and Lyft situation. Hey, like I said, man, you can join the podcast anytime on Sundays at 6. Come by, share some knowledge, learn some knowledge, and promote, man. And if you got people that want to promote, want to come on the show, tell them to come by, man, and come on. They're welcome.
Okay, definitely.
Hold on. Before Beth goes off, Marquis, you got congratulate her. She hired her first staff for her company.
Yes.
Oh,
I was using ICs from IC to employee. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that could be another show. We can, maybe we could do something. So I know, Beth has a lot of various topics in mind to discuss. So that's why I wanted her on the show. Thanks for coming on again, Beth. I really appreciate it.
I gotta go because I'm chairing a meeting right now, starting at 7. It's 7:00.
Okay. She's so busy.
So thanks for having me on. I appreciate you. Big Sexy, I haven't seen you in a minute. Want to eat? I'm telling you, we gotta meet up sometime soon. All of us.
Listen, everybody, you hear that? I think she's trying to invite me out on a date, and she's gonna
pay. Oh,
yeah, that's how we do it on here.
We gotta take this offline. Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right, Beth.
You have a good day.
Talk to y'all later.
Appreciate
bye.
It. Okay, bye.
All right. Well, what's going on? We're getting dates and stuff on here. What's going on? Chuck sharing his wife's creation. It's new creation 21. Is her Etsy page. Go look that up. And then she just started doing men's bracelets too. So she got men, women's, kids, all type of stuff like that, man. I want to shout out Sincere, Sean Middleton. I want to shout out Jeffrey Lopez, man. I want to shout out Sean Middleton. I want to shout out everybody that was in the chat. There was more people in the chat that just were a little shy, but that's all right, man. Juan, what you got, man? What you got, Juan?
Again, it was wonderful having everybody here. Please support Beth and Chuck. Chuck's wife and her ventures. Let's make sure that they're profitable. Support each other, and hopefully, don't forget my brother Mark too. His apparel and Sincere's apparel also. Oh snap! And hopefully soon, maybe by the end of this month, I might have something coming by. We'll see.
Listen, everybody, I want everybody to start getting passive income. That's what this, podcast is about. We're trying to get everybody to, to learn different ways. They can teach us different ways to learn. They can make extra money, man. That's it, man. That's all we're trying to do, man. We're just trying to put a smile on people's faces too, and brighten up someone's day. Hopefully, our conversation gets to certain people and they, learn or something, or maybe they share. They comment below. If you guys got anything for us, man, share with us too. You know what I'm saying? So this is Marquis Walker, aka Severe, man.
This is Juan Big Sexy Rodriguez. So thanks y'all for joining us for number 33. Also known as Larry Legend Bird, from Boston.
Y'all. One love. Yeah, to get that in there, huh?
Oh,